I had a client drop off this Damascus Jazzmaster for some work, and now I'm gonna replace the nut. The nut that this guitar came in with had some slots that were too low and causing open string fret buzz, so it has to go. I was unpleasantly surprised by the remnants of what I assumed to be the original nut, which I had to remove to make sure that the new nut could sit squarely in the slot. Once I got the slot cleaned up, I took my blank out to my disc sander to bring the new blank down to size. I left each dimension a bit wide to be able to sneak up on the exact size that I needed, and now I'm able to get the blank in and lift the guitar by the nut, but I can still pop it out without too much force. I laid out the string spacing and started all of my slots with my smallest StewMac diamond coated nut slotting file. Once I got all of my positions marked, I roughly marked off the slot depths and worked my way up in file width while bringing each slot down to their rough depth. I then started removing some material with a file before shaping in the radius and rounding off the ends to make playing in the lower register more comfortable. I did a little more touching up on the nut slots before sanding and polishing everything up to prep for installation. Once all of the rough work was done, I worked my way up through varying grits of sandpaper to remove any marks left behind by the files. I then moved on to buffing everything to a shine with my micro mesh pads. Now I can start to really dial in the nut slots. I placed the nut into the guitar and brought it up to pitch. I measured each string height over the first fret and slowly filed down the slots until I got each string exactly where I wanted it. An easy way to test this out is to play the open note in tune and then fret the first fret and play that note. If the first fret is sharp, then your slot is too high. I continued this across all of the strings until everything was perfect, then dropped a few dabs of glue into the nut slot to keep anything from shifting. Again, I brought the strings up to pitch and used that string tension to clamp the nut in place. Now this guitar is ready for a full setup.